Today we're going to find out the empirical and molecular formula. The question is, what is the empirical formula for a compound containing 38.8% carbon, 16.2% hydrogen, and 45.1% nitrogen? First, convert percents to grams, which gives us 38.8 grams carbon, 16.2 grams hydrogen, and 45.1 grams nitrogen. Next, convert grams to moles. To do that, we have to find the atomic masses of each element. I made this box over here, which has all the atomic masses. First, we have carbon. What we're going to do is we're going to take 38.8 grams of carbon divided by 12.01 grams of carbon. And this should give us 3.23 moles of carbon. Next, we have 16.2 grams of hydrogen divided by the molar mass, atomic mass, which is 1.008 grams. And then we have, at last, 45.1 grams divided by 14.01 grams nitrogen. This will give me 16.07 moles of hydrogen. This will give me 3.22 moles of nitrogen. All right, next step is to divide smallest number of moles to find the ratio. And first you have to find the smallest number of moles, which is nitrogen here. Now we're going to divide nitrogen by carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen itself. So 3.23 divided by 3.22 is going to give us approximately, let's say 1. And next we have 16.07 divided by 3.22, which will give us around 5. And lastly, we have nitrogen itself, which will of course give us 1 again. Now these are your ratios. You're gonna this is how you make the equation. First you have C, you have 1 of C, 1 mole, so you just write C. Next you have hydrogen, which is 5. Then you have nitrogen, which is also 1. This is the empirical formula. And now let's discuss the molecular formula. If the molar mass of the compound is around 93.09 grams per mole, find its molecular formula. First, you have to determine the empirical mass of CH5N, which is our empirical formula. Then you have to find the ratio, which is molar mass of compound over empirical formula. So let's find the empirical mass first. C, which we have 1 mole, times the molar mass of carbon, which is 12.01, will just give us 12.01. Then we have hydrogen, which we have 5 hydrogens, so we're gonna have 5 times 0.08, which will give us around 5.04. And then we have, at last, nitrogen, which is 14.01, which will give us 14.01. Now we add these together, we should get around 31.06 grams per mole. This is your empirical formula. Now, the molar mass is given in the question, 93.09. Now, all you gotta do is 93.09 divided by 31.06, and this should give us around 3. So what are you gonna do is, this is your ratio now. Multiply each mole of the empirical formula by 3. So it's going to become C3 and H15N3. This is your molecular